YouTube family? It's your boy Gabos, and we're back with another one. We got what should a woman bring to the table if she earns more? We have these, I don't know, I get so sick and tired of hearing this conversation all the damn time because I feel like these conversations are designed to split us more than it is to bring us apart. But for the content of my channel, a subscriber had sent me this video and asked me for my thoughts. It's an 18-minute video. I'm gonna try not to pause it too long unless I get triggered. But leave in the comment section videos you want me to react to. Appreciate the subscription if you would like. And we're just gonna get right into it, man. So what should a woman bring to the table if she earns more?
A certain amount and you can't get shit done, then yeah, how are you going to be with anybody?
You know, he provided this home for us, you know, and it didn't matter who was making how much money. This is our home.
What you're bringing to this table is a service that can be paid for versus what a man has to bring to the table for your life. You can't buy somebody to buy you a home. I could buy somebody to cook and clean for my house. I can't buy a person to come give me a house, give me a car, take care of me.
I don't necessarily
I don't think
agree
a
with
man that really cares too much about how much you make versus how much she makes. She cares about how much she likes you versus how much she doesn't like you. And I feel like the problem is when women go with a finance mentality into relationships, majority of them fail.
All right, just trying to get a point across. So yeah, Rico did just talk for me, but he was actually pretty correct. You both were saying that we base respect on money, which
no, we said Aaron.
Oh, Aaron.
Not you. Aaron.
Okay, but I just do want to point out that she did say though you could make 40 or 80, but you will have to be able to take care of me. So say Aaron made 70, even if the man made 40, if he was still taking care of her, then I don't think that
it has to balance.
Yeah, then there's the balance because like you were saying, Rico, it's all about who you are as a man. Like if you were able to be the man of the relationship and take care of what you need to take care of, like in your relationship and like, you know, do the man duties, then it shouldn't really matter how much you make.
Provide.
If you're getting it done. If you're making a certain amount and you can't get shit done, then yeah, how are you going to be with anybody?
No, I get you, but like, let's also clear this air. Sorry, Aaron, that we're using you for an example.
Oh, no.
But like, Aaron also said that, yeah, she can make 70 and he can make 40 as long as he's taking care of her. But then she also goes back to say that if he's making less money than her, she's more prone to disrespect his manhood. Right?
That's crazy.
Well, and taking back 2 more steps, I'm more inclined to disrespect him if he does something or says something.
Yeah.
No, but see, that's the thing. I don't play those games, and my husband knows that about me. You come for me, and I'm not dilly-dallying around. Like, I'm literally going to say the most hurtful thing that I can to you.
Vindictive.
No, I'm not. I don't argue. That's the thing. Like, I will walk. I'm Sagittarius. I will walk away. I will say okay. But if you literally take it there and you disrespect me, you do something disrespectful, you're asking for that wrath. You're asking for that heat. So you shouldn't feel a certain way when I disrespect you. You already know what's in my mind. You know me.
Oh, I got you. So
I think she's saying like if somebody takes it there first.
Yeah, exactly.
Then she's gonna go full force. I understand.
That. And that's gonna happen.
She's saying that, but that's not what she really means.
Money and hypothetically speaking, like paying for more things within the household. Naturally, like the man's masculinity is going to be threatened. So when he kind of like talks sideways to the woman who's basically the one paying the bills because she's making more, like of course she's gonna put up like argument.
But what if she's not paying? So like y'all got this one thing. Like, there's a difference between a woman making more and a woman paying bills. Right? Because I could pay the bills for everything, and she makes more money than me.
I was about to say like.
So if I make $80,000-$90,000 a year, and that roof that you live under is under my name, and everything that goes on is under my name, and I'm the one paying it, but you make 110, you still can't say much to me.
Well, yeah, but there still has to be some form of mutual investment.
That's a fact.
Here's my question for you guys.
The thing about it is, and he makes a great point, because if I make 60 and you make 80, and we live in an apartment that's just say $1,800, say $2,000 a month, right? So if you're not paying the rent, I'm the person that's paying the rent. You might be paying a light bill, But and at the end of the day, if I'm paying the rent, you saved what? That's $24,000 a year. So how you gonna disrespect me? You won't even be saving goddamn.
When I allow you to save that money, that's crazy.
Amanda alluded to that. She's saying if you make less, okay, cool. But if you make less and you still can't take care of the basic necessities in this relationship or in our house, that's the problem. If you make less and you fail to monetize a skill that you have that financially benefits our household, that's a problem. Okay, cool. You make 60, but you're also an electrician. That brings in 40,000 extra in our house a year. That means all the lights, the ceiling fans, all the shit electrically based or whatever, you take care of it. So that's monetizing what your skill is. So it adds to our household.
That's called providing. And I want to make sure that y'all understand that men provide in more than just a financial way. And that's my problem, because if I sit here and ask,
Facts.
okay, cool, if I pay every bill in this house, right?
The
and
nerve
I
of you to
fix
disrespect
everything
me
in this house because I'm an electrician. What are you bringing to the table as a woman? What do you realistically do other than have sex?
Oh, you asking me?
I'm asking like
okay,
personally.
so are you asking her as a woman that makes more?
I'm just asking. What are you bringing? Actually, and every lady here, I want to know, what are you bringing to the table for the man that takes care of you?
Here we go. And take note.
These responses are going to be very important to this whole conversation. I'm very intrigued to hear what their response is going to be.
So what I do is I make that house that you pay for, that you pay that mortgage for, I make it at home. I cook the meals. I'm washing clothes.
That's $100 a week.
Don't play with me.
I can get it made.
No. You see that's where you're going wrong. It costs more than $100 a week to have somebody cook for you, to have somebody clean up after you. Because a lot of times you men become our children. All right, we dress y'all, we pick out y'all clothes, we cook for y'all, we wash y'all's clothes, we clean up behind y'all. When y'all leave your little,
I don't like the way she refers to men.
That's what you're a good woman, and that's what you do. But let's be clear here. It's a lot of.
We're talking about me.
Listen, I own a barbershop.
We're talking about me.
I got you, but you saying we. Speak for yourself, because I work in a barbershop, right? I own my own shop. The men complain that it started off that way. But then they start slacking. They don't do what they don't keep up with that same type of energy, but they expect the man to keep that same energy of continue on providing in that aspect. So I'm hearing the complaints. So you can speak for yourself, but a lot of women say, I don't want to cook.
But I
they
keep
want
saying
you to provide, but they don't want to cook.
I keep saying that. We talking about Aaron Campbell.
Okay.
About Aaron.
Listen, I'm just going to put my 2 cents in here. And it's so important for you guys that are like looking for the right one and ready to settle down. There's a difference. There's a difference between a woman that can cook and a woman that loves to cook. Find yourself one that loves to cook, okay? That comes with a lot of peace. I know it doesn't have much to say with this conversation, but I'm just saying there's a difference. You know what I mean? Because the one that loves to cook, you don't really got to ask too much. That food is already prepared. A woman that can cook will do it if she feel like it.
So don't say we then.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's backtrack. I make a house a home. Okay. All the furniture you get to come home and lay up on, I pick that shit out. Right. You know what I'm saying? When the paper towels go away in the bathroom, you know who goes to the store to get them? You know who gets on Amazon to get that? All the shit that you don't even think about that makes your life easier, I do that. You understand?
I will give women credit for that.
Right? Everything that you're telling me can be bought. Guess what? I can have an assistant order me paper towels and toilet paper and groceries on Amazon. Actually, I get Whole Foods delivered to my house weekly. It's a subscription. I get meal preps every week. My meal preps is $120, and I get 3 meals a day. I make myself my own breakfast. That's 4 square meals. I have another cleaning lady. She charges me $100 a week to come.
That's on point.
You are only saving me $600.
Sheesh.
$600 to $800. But when I'm saying,
baby, I live in a 5,000 square foot home.
I'm managing your services can be paid for. So what are you bringing outside? Listen, if you ask a man, what is he bringing to the table? I'm bringing a house to the table.
That I can also pay for.
I'm bringing a house to the table. I'm protecting the table. I'm providing for the table. I mean, like, come on. Here's the thing. And I told myself I was going to keep pausing it. But like, yo, men, we're conditioned and we're trained off the bat. By the time we're like in our mid-20s, right, there are laws and policies, the man code that we have to live up to in order to provide for our relationships. So going into a relationship, we instantly know what we have to bring to the table in order to keep the chick. In order to keep the woman, we already know in our minds, we got to walk on the side of the cars just in case, because it's chivalry. Open the doors and things like that. Pay bills, protect, provide, keep ourselves in shape. These are already conditioned in our minds before we even get our I do. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm gonna let it rock.
Okay, but you're not.
But I can.
But you're
he
not.
can't prep.
But I can.
But you're not, and you're not willing to.
Baby,
I'm gonna bring it back every time I pause it, just so you guys don't lose where I was.
live in a 5,000 square foot
Regardless,
home. I'm managing
your
that
services can be paid for. So what are you bringing outside? Listen, if you ask a man, what is he bringing to the table? I'm bringing a house to the table.
That I can also pay for myself.
Okay, but you're not.
But I can.
But I can. But you're not, and you're not willing to.
I am willing to. I was taking care of myself before I was married.
And then you got married and stopped taking care of yourself.
I have multiple mortgages. I still take care of shit. That's the thing.
Listen, I'm not saying you can't make money.
She's making
it personal.
What I'm saying
is what you're bringing to this table is a service that can be paid for versus what a man has to bring to the table for your life. You can't buy somebody to buy you a home. I can buy somebody to cook and clean for my house. I can't buy a person to come give me a house, give me a car, take care of me, and make sure all my bills are in the house.
And do that. That's what
I'm not saying that you can't. I'm saying that you're not, and I'm saying that you're not willing to. So,
did you hear what I said? I've done it before that, so I can and I will.
I'm just gonna interject here.
He challenging her, and she's getting triggered.
That besides Aaron, I feel like other women have a different approach on what they bring to the table. So me specifically, I'm not a female that says I cook, says I clean. I could definitely do all those things, but I definitely don't want anyone to feel like that's my job as a woman in a house. So yeah, I'm not gonna come and say that that's what I'm doing. Me as a female, as a boss, as an entrepreneur, I'm gonna dish the money. You'll never know that I make more than you, that I make less than you. I'm always going to treat my partner as an equal. Even if I'm making more than you, I will never want to take the masculinity away from my partner in saying, oh, well, I make more and blah, blah, blah. But if we're going to go half and half on the bills, I'll pay this bill and this bill, what you paying this month. I'm gonna dish out the money, and I've always been.
But listen, you could tell. First of all, you're not gonna be my wife, and I don't know how much money you make. That just doesn't even make sense to me.
It's not like literally you don't know how much I'm making, but
he
I'm
took
not
that
going
literal.
to make it obvious in our household.
He knew what he meant. He knew what he meant. I feel like he was just putting in his 2 cents just to be a part of the conversation, bro. Come on, bro. We all knew what she meant by that phrase, bro.
Bringing up something real.
So say if
being petty.
So say if you and your man, right? Y'all partner. You and your partner, right? You're equal, right? According to Amanda, you're equal, right? Y'all got $10,000 in a joint account, right? You make more money than him.
Can we clarify how the 10,000 got there? Oh. No, is it 50-50?
It's not relevant.
Yeah, is it 50-50?
Listen, it can be. Listen, you're right. Just say you put in.
If you're married, it's not relevant. If you love your partner, it's not relevant.
Keep it even, because that's your equal, right? So now, there we go.
Well, maybe it is to a certain degree.
This man, he needed a car, right? You make more money than him. You got a car, and he takes $9,000 and go buy a car. How would you feel?
I wouldn't put up with that. And I know, but I'm gonna just say like this. So I do work hard for my money, and I'm only downplaying how much money I make to, I don't know, appease you, I guess. But I do want to reference, I never remember this movie every time I want to talk about it, but that Tyler Perry movie where Janet Jackson got the HIV because her husband was cheating. Anybody know that movie?
Something for Black girls.
Four color girls.
Yeah,
right. She was a lawyer. She made more money than her husband, and her husband took out a lot of the money out of their joint account, and she was pissed. And I understand that's not okay. And then now I do want to reference Crazy Rich Asians, where the girl felt guilty for having way more money than her husband, so she used to shop on the low. So that's maybe something I would do, but not like shop on the low, but have a different account.
But what is the problem? Please help me out here. what is the problem for a man don't mind his woman making more money than him? What is the problem?
I don't personally
don't
believe that there is a problem for people who make that decision. So
what is the problem?
Mind his woman for a man don't mind his woman making more money than him. What is the problem?
I don't personally believe that there is a problem for people who make that decision. If that's your decision to not feel a certain way, baby, that's on you. But as for me, in my house, this is how I feel. You know what I mean? And I think that a lot of women of a certain age and of a certain tax bracket may feel the same way.
Well,
wait, I actually want to say, and I kind of agree with one thing that she says, and she said of her age. And that's a big factor because, you know, I really, really sat down and thought about this, and I personally feel like, you know, you got the typical traditional way, right, where the man has to provide the house and everything, right? Because growing up in the 1985, let's just say, or 1940s, women had less rights or made less money. So the man had to compensate for the restrictions that they placed on women. But now we're in 2021. There is no restrictions on women.
Rico.
Women can get a great job. Women do have great jobs.
That's
women
right.
have the right to go to
Is
college.
there equal pay?
Yes, actually.
it's
Time out, guys. Time out, guys. I want to We're gonna get right into that. But I want to let you know there is equal pay, but it is multivariate. But before I dive into that, women do have that great right, and they deserve it. I'm not saying that women don't deserve it. I'm actually happy to see that women can do everything that a man could do in terms of any occupation or any type of earning money or earning a salary.
Yeah, we ain't tripping about none of
now
that.
In 2021, when a woman can make the same amount of money as a man. Like when I went to college at Montclair State University, 63% were women. You understand?
So
that means 37% were men. That means there was almost double women in a college institute that I was in.
That means y'all run the work. Y'all actually, there's more y'all in the workforce. So yes, men probably make more money if they get that position. But people like us of color, right? They actually want to hire the black woman because you're a woman and you are a minority. So for us, we still trying to get that job. So yeah, if I got that position that you was in, yes, I would make more money than you. But the thing is, if I could get that position, so it still balances out, which is why 40%, going back, he used 38%, but CNBC said 40%
as of 2019.
As of 2019, they are heterosexual relationships
are making more money
than the men.
So, because there was like almost double females at the college, is probably just based on the fact that like men can work for, you know, the union or blue collar jobs where like women typically don't apply for those jobs. They have to go to school to get that, you know, career that's going to give them that check, you know, anything STEM.
But it pays
anything
less.
With benefits, like with COVID-19, you know, healthcare. That's really what's like super current like right now. Will I be okay and sustain if anything were to happen to me like in a hospital or anything? But within the relationship, there has to be like, regardless of whatever is happening in the household, regardless of whoever is taking the responsibility of the mortgage, the other party has to have this opportunity based on the standards of the relationship to contribute and make investments to the household. And if not, if the male prefers that, you know, he just wants to take care of it and he wants to hire people to take care of it, okay, then let's talk about the entrepreneurship. Let's talk about real estate. Okay, so let's talk about this next property. Babe, I want to put my money into this, and you know, let's double it, let's triple it, you know, let's quadruple it. You know, that's an alpha female and an alpha male, you know, they probably don't argue about money because they're probably just making it work for them. You know, if you have it, why not double it? And any woman who is making significantly more or less, and it doesn't matter who has more or less, although the 50-50 investment is there, then the relationship is gold.
Yeah, and I mean and I say this all the time.
It sounds peachy, but it's not reality.
I feel as if there always has to be contributions and the relationship has to be reciprocal. I'm not going to get into any real, especially like me. I'm not the newest generation, but I'm like on the edge of the newest and the one right before.
Bro, that
so
Christian
I
Dior
see
headband
aspects. And I personally
says you
feel
are the new
like
generation.
I watch a lot of women be successful.
I ain't a hater though.
And I watch a lot of women not successful, right? Same thing with men. But at the same time, I'm focused on my partner. So my spouse, as a woman, I'd rather choose the one that has the success rather than choose the one that doesn't have the success. And if you do have the success, then I'm asking you to contribute your success to whatever me and you have. So whether it is, maybe I might take care of the house. Well, cool. Well, then let's start a business. We'll use your money for investments. But you have to contribute something. Otherwise.
Yeah, of course. But this is just like with that expectation, like doubling back to Aaron, like taking the bare minimum of taking care of me. You know, there's just a honest, traditional sense of security in that. As a woman, you know, he provided this home for us, you know, and it didn't matter who was making how much money. This is our home.
Until you get upset.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Someone got to keep it a band. I'm going to keep it a buck. Did anybody hear the question actually get answered? What should a woman bring to the table? Like, and here's the thing, man. Shorty all the way on the left was talking about alpha man and an alpha woman. I honestly don't believe in the concept of an alpha woman. I don't think it's conducive or healthy for a relationship to have two alphas. You have two people that are constantly trying to take the lead. Me personally, I'm traditional, but I do understand that you need a partner, and a partner is someone that, you know, stands side by side and gives you input. But I do believe that a man should lead, and most women, let's be honest, you want a man to lead. So I don't believe in alpha women and alpha men being in a healthy relationship. Secondly, the question didn't really get answered. And this is just food for thought. I may not be 100% right, but I feel like I kind of know what I'm talking about. When it comes to like, what do you bring to the table, ladies? Men don't care about how much money you make, because we're conditioned that no matter how much money you make, it doesn't benefit us whatsoever. Because more money you make is the more, you know, like, how much respect can you really have when you make more money than your man? The guy that's supposed to, because of societal reasons, make more money, the guy that's supposed to make more money than you, right? It just doesn't make that much sense to me. As far as what a woman should bring to the table, it's not really about the money aspect. It's really about what do you provide for the home. Men want to hear that, outside of being loyal, it's someone that can raise our kids. It's someone that can take care of the home. Definitely that shit matters. Yeah, take care of the home. If I'm out here busting my ass 40 hours a week to provide for the house, the least you could do is make sure everything stays on the up and up. But that's not the first thing we want to hear. We don't want to hear that we have an assistant. We want to hear that we have someone that's gonna take care of our kids, bring us peace, you know, give us new ideas, help us build whatever we already have established. If I'm a millionaire, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want my partner to be insecure because she deems me to be successful. I want a partner that's going to give me her 2 cents and help me already continue to build on what I already have. Ladies, that's the best answer you can give whenever it comes to providing a table for your partner. Sure, making money is cool, but how does that benefit me? In fact, will you have respect for me if the money that you make takes care of me? No. So you bringing that to the table is a fart in the wind. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares? It doesn't help. It's not conducive for building a healthy relationship, because at the end of the day, let's be honest, ladies, you kind of want your man making more money than you. And it just is what it is. You know, I mean, not all, but you know, you do have, I guess, your alpha women nowadays. I don't know how that term became feminine, but it is what it is. I feel like the question didn't get answered, but it is definitely an important question. But I feel like you can't have this conversation without it causing division. It's not supposed to cause division. It's supposed to offer clarity for the next generation so people know their roles. Nowadays, we have women trying to play the role of a man, and a lot of men playing the role of a woman. And it's like, bruh, like, how do we get to this point? It's not supposed to divide. It's supposed to bring us together. You know what role you play? That makes your life easier. I know what role I should play. That makes my life easier. And then we complement each other. The woman all the way on the right was talking about all the things she can do. But shorty, will you do it? It's not about what you can do. It's about what you will do. Oh, I can buy a house. Oh, I can do this. But you won't. If we're living in a multi-million-dollar house and we have an intruder, someone breaks in. Yeah, you can fight the intruder off. You know, will you? No. If we're sitting at home watching Netflix and someone breaks into the home, you know, into the house, you gonna look at me. As if I was born and equipped with all the skills to kill home intruders. You're gonna look right over to me like, yo, aren't you gonna do something? Aren't you gonna play your role? Okay. So why are we living in this generation where women want to be alphas? Because if someone breaks into the house and I look at my girl and she looks at me, I'm gonna be like, go use some of that alpha energy you brought into this relationship. What you talking about? You know? But nonetheless, I thought it was an interesting conversation. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share your thoughts with this topic. It's your boy Gabos, and I'm just doing what to do, baby. Until next time, Mamba out.